What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. We're here with the new forestry map, new login map by Mr. T-Bone from the Shanty Boys map creation team. This one here is called Between the Mountains. Today we'll be checking out the map. I did a little fly around, kind of checking some stuff out. Was already out there cutting some trees last night. We're here testing stuff out. I'm just here at the sawmill. It's kind of a little starting area, just checking some stuff out. Appreciate you guys being here early. Yeah, finally. Yeah, I missed you too, Dwayne. Oh, what's up, Grub? Hopefully we're not. Should get on here. So Volvo machines, base game, but they're both nice machines. I've used them quite a bit myself. Mulcher head for that. You got the forwarder, got a nice skidder, and your whole actual log loader, everything. So yeah, Mr. T-Bone never skims out on the machines, that's for sure. But yeah, so it's like you got all your other little stuff around. Here's a few sell points around gas station. That's probably a sell point over there too, right? Here, let's go do a little fly around the map. But tonight I'll be like testing the trees. So far I do like the trees. The trees are nice. Good color. I did see your message there, Mr. T-Bone, about like what FDR said about reports about trees with his machines. I'll be able to tell the difference too, because I was cutting last night, but it's been a minute since I've been on one of your maps. But as soon as I got back on this map, the one thing I did remember is that all of Mr. T-Bone's maps, the forest, like some forests are dark, you know? Every time he does a forest, it's always like colorful and kind of bright in the forest. That makes that kind of a nice little working atmosphere. I was also curious too, Mr. T-Bone, if there's anything that you did with any of the lighting, because I was remembering some of the stuff just as I was playing around on the map. Oh yeah, here's the actual sawmill. Over there wasn't the sawmill. This is the sawmill, which is a cool building. But I was curious if you did anything with like the sunrise or sunset. I remember in 22 there's some pretty cool like lighting stuff you did. Yeah, sawmill, nice building. Looks like you could, you know, park equipment in here, do whatever you gotta do. I'm not sure if it's like a production type of deal right here or any of that, but decent looking sawmill. I like it. I like it. But yeah, mostly just a whole bunch of trees, other little areas throughout. But yeah, loads of trees. There's roads throughout the map. Sell point. This is Hardware Bob. One of the sell points. Yeah, some rock. This rock is kind of cool, right? It's, when I saw this, it reminded me of that. I believe it's called the rock crawling map. Was that on 22? I'm pretty sure that was on 22. The rock crawl map. That'd be kind of cool to have like a little rock crawling thing through here. If you could have some more placeables you could crawl over, you could make like a little rock crawling course through here. But there's, you know, there's a few areas like this, so you can just cut these what these called, I forget what these trees are called. Maturian red pine. Cut these down, you have a nice little area right away to work with. I've always liked these. These are the blue spruce right here, I imagine, because they're kind of bluish kind of color. Just like on Blue Spruce Ridge, there's a whole bunch of those, which is actually pretty nice cutting. These are like these deadwoods, which actually like this stage of lodgepole pine. Remember when all my whole tree farm turned this color? They were like, they went from deadwood to that, and then from that they turned into a full lodgepole. These are my favorite trees so far. These trees right here, whatever. What is this kind here? Spruce, yeah. Those are nice. Those are nice cutting, really tall too. How was my day? Are you asking me? My day, if you're asking me, my day was all right. My day was okay. Just did some work, you know. These are cool trees too. These ones. What are these called? Oh, that's also a spruce. Yeah, that's a lodgepole. In that stage, it looks like a deadwood, but it's not. It's like a live tree, but the color of that's nice. But these suckers are tall. This is the tallest tree, huh? Yeah, when I was cutting these yesterday, I was surprised on how long those were. I was like, damn. Get quite a bit of wood, just like these. These trees are tall. Which ones are taller? Pretty close. This one's the tallest one though, but they both put off nice nice wood. But you know, going through the map, it's like nice and bright, and I actually like it. Mr. T-Bone always did a good job. And that map I was trying to remember last night was Skull Crush Mountain, by the way. I was trying to remember that one. Skull Crush Mountain was a good one. But yeah, Blue Spruce Ridge, Blue Island Forest, right? Oh yeah, this is diggable wood chips. How much is this worth? If this is wood chips, how much money can you get for digging all these wood chips up and selling them? The rock's interesting. Yeah, it's kind of cool, huh? But yeah, there's little landings like this area where you can like kind of set up shop and do your thing and kind of start carving into the forest for like a little playthrough or any of that. There's also like over here, this is a pretty good slope. I guess not too crazy, but like if you want like a hillside to log or something. This is a nice little bit through here. It's not like super steep, but a lot of trees going through here, you know. I guess so, but I thought it was steeper than that last time. Let's see. I'm on the wrong side. Oh, and was it this one over here I was looking at? One of these spots was steeper than that. Maybe it was right here. Yeah, like, you know, it's not too steep, but little hillside, almost like a 45 degree. You know, not too bad. Not super steep, but give you something to play with. It's not flat. Yeah, nice little terrain. Not too crazy, give you something to work with. But the area that we've been carving into, which we'll see, which you could tell where I've been. I just started kind of bunching in to see how the trees felt. They felt actually pretty damn good. Some were disappearing, but that's like, you know, how it was going. And the FDR just recently reported that he had fixed that, the trees disappearing. But I just kind of, you know, it happens every once in a while, but if you cut a little bit higher up, you know, like 6 inches or a foot up above the stump on the ground, they usually don't do that, which is like how you should cut anyways. You shouldn't be cutting right at the ground. But I did do that new update on the game, and there has been some reports of like wood being buggy, so we'll see how that all is, you know. Just what I'm trying to do right now is just bunch as much as I can until it kind of starts like, you know, getting glitchy or whatever. And I might even just get rid of these first trees and then bunch some more and then lace them out, and then we can get like a load guess in. But kind of gonna try to stress test this map a little bit on getting trees down and seeing which ones are what tree. Oh, I just totally dropped that out. Like seeing what trees are gonna like delete, stuff like that. Sometimes when I go and drop a tree with the, oh, I just karate chop that one right in half. When I go to drop a tree like this, sometimes I'll hit it with the blade and they'll fall out and they'll nick one and they'll disappear. Rolling coal, hell yeah. Hey, Grub. We're gonna do some logging on Saturday. Do you want to join us? Doc is gonna join us. Oh, do they stream today? They stream it tonight? I think Doc and Bogan are supposed to do a stream on a SnowRunner, if I'm not mistaken. But we're talking about doing some logging on Saturday. I think Doc busted out the old sticks today. Yeah, his little birch, you know, the birch are fine. You can go through about 1 million of those to get a truckload, but I like the variety of trees on here. I really like these are unique. I like these trees. These are pretty cool. I really like those other spruce that are like yellow or orange colored ones. I really like those trees. Those are nice. Actually, I don't like these trees that much right there. Like the one right in front of me. I don't like those that much, whatever those are. But everything, because those aren't like I've seen those like a bunch of different maps, but like these other trees, I haven't seen these trees around that much. And like they feel really good. Like they cut nice. And I'll get something loaded up too. I'll see what people are talking about, because so far it doesn't seem like it's kind of glitchy or whatever people are talking about. Whatever was going on with the trees in that little post. But we'll keep going. What's up, Devik? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'll be like in the later in the evening, Grub. Devik too, are you gonna join us on Saturday for some logging? Hopefully you're gonna be there too. It does feel a little bit laggy, huh? I'm just gonna keep going here. That's just because I have so many trees on the ground, but if it gets laggy due to that, it's not on the map, you know? We're just gonna keep on cutting here though. I'll delete all the trees and stumps so we can keep on going. I just want to keep cutting. Oh, I keep on doing that, opening up both. Of course I dropped that one. Yeah, it's a little leggy now, but I did drop a bunch of trees, and I'm just gonna throw this down. And we're gonna clear out, but I did drop quite a few. So I'll probably come back. I'll probably work my way back right here. Some pretty nice trees, and we'll lay all those down, and then we'll process them up and get a load. We'll take them to the sawmill. We'll check out the sawmill, see how like the sell point and stuff there is for selling. Yeah, but a decent amount of wood though to be down at one time. Nah. You should join us if that's what you're talking about, Devik. Nah. But no, really though. I need a loader, man. I'll be processing. I need someone to load it. Grab a go off. Forward it to you. Doc could be in. Actually, well, we'll figure it out. Grub could load for me. Or he could process. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. So we're gonna clear these stumps and trees real quick. So logs gone. Stumps gone. And that's all open there now. Hey, what's up, Matt? Welcome, buddy. Welcome. Hell yeah, Grub. Alright, so we're just gonna kind of start working our way back here. We're just gonna cut and kind of lay to the left. Oh, probably help if I turn that on, huh? Oh, we're gonna see how these trees are, how they're feeling. So really, actually, like for how much I cut last night, I had no issues with them at all. They were actually pretty good. But out of all the trees over here, these are my least favorite. This one, whatever that one is. And the birch I don't really care for, but they're fine, you know. Even those other ones are all right. They're the ones that will disappear more than any of the other trees, so if you hit them weird. And these trees right here, these are like one of my favorites. The spruce, like this. Like all the trees you could grab, unless you do that and kick it out and land it on your cab. All the trees so far have been pretty good. Pick this thing up. They're all pretty tall though, so you gotta really go grab them. Branches right through the cab. I didn't see that either. I can't see. Funny. Branches shouldn't be able to come in the cab like that, that's for sure. So what happened to the mining game? Oh, the mining, like the mine mogul, is that what you're talking about? That one's still there. Actually, last time I was on there, which was like probably just shortly after the last stream I did, made some pretty cool stuff, made some more upgrades to it. Yeah, the next map the trees will be pretty close to FDR trees. Heck yeah. But if you remember what I said in my message this morning, Mr. T-Bone, if you make it too heavy, that people will have to have special equipment to haul it. That's like that balance you gotta find. I'm sure you already know that. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. The FDR trees are heavy, right? Which makes them lay, right? Which I don't know how heavy your trees are either. They could be heavy too, and I can't tell because I'm using one of these machines. What's up, Tommy? How you doing, buddy? Hopefully I'm not missing anybody else. I think I'm trying to miss anybody. Appreciate you guys coming to hang out again. And yeah, this map is Mr. T-Bone's map. One of Mr. T-Bone's map. There's also a link to their website, the Shanty Boys website, in the description. So there's the link down there. I also threw up your guys' logos. Hope you guys like the logos. You just got done watching Why Not stream. Nice. I hope that went well for him. He's a nice guy. So far, nothing's like. I feel like the trees are actually better now from the after the update. You know, because they're talking about like, I don't know, what was it, glitching, doing something weird, trees bouncing around. It sounds like a bunch of server issues, if you ask me. Like, I'm not sure if you've like actually talked to anybody like in person about it that actually went and tested it. Some of the trees will bounce like that. See how it's like shaking the. That's the only thing I noticed. Like some of these trees will do sometimes when I grab them, but I think it's just because they're so tall. Like this one's one of those, right? Yeah, it's a tall tree. In game weights, okay. That's what I figured, but. So if you make it more like FDR's trees, are you gonna have to have it heavier then? Because that's where he gets a lot of his like being able to roll them in trailers and do all that stuff, right? He has weights pretty heavy. These trees are cool right here. I like these ones as long as I can not kick it out. Yeah, these are cool looking. Oop, punch the microphone. I like the color of them a lot. Look at those. Some good. That's some decent looking wood. Looks like some real wood. Like nice length, not too crazy, but like the. If I had a whole bunch of those were nice. I like the color. Looks like some wood. I think I have automatic engine start on, don't I? Turn that off. The trees on the next map will be more weight, but not too much, right? Where it's going to be like an issue, right? Oh, you got a double shift tomorrow, Tommy? Well, shit, I appreciate you stopping by, buddy. I know you'd be busy sometimes. I know I'll see you on the next one, bud. So yeah, get some rest. What was I doing? Why'd I forget what I was doing, chat? I guess that doesn't take much, does it? Oh yeah, I was switching for my automatic engine start. I think it's actually that one. It's all the same. I always put fuel usage on high. Dirt is usually on fast. Yeah, normal economy. Alright, just keep on going, because I think every time it shuts my lights off too, right? Which I don't like that. I'm not sure which mod, because I think every time I get out it... Oh, nope, I actually left them on this time. That's good. One of those mods like turn off my lights every time I was getting out. It was bothering me because I had to keep turning them back on. We'll just keep going in this way for a bit. Sure, it's turned back on would help, huh? Whoa. Well, it'd be nice to see up there, right? So I keep them straight up and down. I guess they were kind of... Oh, there was the first tree that deleted. It was like right when I drop it. It's like hits off the blade on the bottom. But yeah, I really like your trees. You know, like the more oh, see there went one. But at the same time, I was all the way on the bottom. If I keep it like up above the ground, that bottom, that stump disappeared. But if I don't hit the bottom of the tree, it doesn't disappear. Which I didn't have any problems with FDR's trees doing that. It's just like more must be something with like any type of tree that's like based off the in-game trees and stuff. I didn't even grab that one. It was just outside my grab. It's weird. I had to let go, ease up on my grab to get off of that tree. Kind of weird. Oh, that little birch disappeared. But I'm noticing it's actually only the birch and that other gray type of wood. There hasn't been any of the good trees, I don't think. Almost out of my reach. Pretty good weight though. These trees right here have nice weight to them actually. I'll see how they are. I'll get them processed up and I'll see how they are. Whoa, why didn't that cut? I just turned it off accidentally, but it was on. Oh, there it went. Probably not hitting on the right part of the blade. What's up, Tater Bug? Oh, I appreciate that, Tommy. Hell yeah, buddy. Not too much weight, yeah. Yeah, these trees feel pretty good, actually. Like I said, I'll process some up and we'll get them loaded too and see how they sit in the truck, you know? That's the real test. It's like bunching them and throwing them on the ground is one thing, but when you start processing the trees like in the deck, you know, like in the stack of logs, you start getting that processed and stacked, and if they don't jitter around, this would be one of the trees that might like disappear on me. It would be like one of these type. That one didn't. They don't always do it, but that one or the birch. But when they start going in the truck, if it could go in the truck without like jittering around and sliding out, you know, that's a good thing. I'm gonna start cutting back this way. Oops. That'd be scary, right? If you hit your freaking tracks. How's Watch Doggy Dog doing tonight? Hell yeah, 15 people here already. Appreciate you guys. Last night was a good turnout. I'm not expecting that every night, but that was nice. That it was really high in suggested video and search and all that. Every once in a while YouTube will hook me up. That's how it was for that when I was doing the fishing streams. I was having like over 100 people there and stuff a few times. It was like everybody's watching from the TVs and it was like suggested. To be honest, what it really probably is, that people like maybe falling asleep or just letting the video roll over to the next one. You know how YouTube will play automatically load up a video, suggested video, whatever. So maybe it's like, because there's not everybody's like responding or doing any of that. A lot of watch time, but people are probably like there, but not really there. Them are in-game trees. Them are, oh yeah, the two are, yeah. That's what I was saying. The birch and that other one. That's what I was saying. It's only those two that are doing that. Yeah, the birch and this tree right here. This one. Because these ones a lot when I go to hit them really low down here, see, they'll just disappear like that. But if you keep it up off the ground, if you don't go right at the base there, they don't do that as much. So yeah, let's work back this way. Heck yeah, that was great. Yeah, that was fun. But hey, I'll take it. Oh, I bumped that one. Try to push it so it wouldn't go on the cab there. These bushes they look good. Make it hard to see that. At least you can just get rid of them like that. Yeah, I like those trees too. Like, I like the color of those because like the bark is cool, but I like the color of the inside of the tree. Oh, I didn't see what kind of tree was that just deleted. What's for lunch? The potato soup? Hell yeah. Guess I should just run down this road now. Hey, Device, do you know if Doc and Bogan were going to stream tonight? He was talking about doing SnowRunner tonight with Boganery. Boganery. If you guys aren't following Boganery, definitely give Bogan a follow. He's a fun dude. Yeah, like with this trees here, if you just like go up, you know, like a foot off the ground here and get them like that and leave like a stump like that, which is like, really, it's actually more realistic is cutting them that high. And then you can like come back in and like hit the stump and make that disappear, you know? Homemade potato soup? Oh, no, in Watchdog it probably was. They like to eat in that household, that's for sure. Watchdog always got pictures coming of food all the time. He's like in the summer, spring and summer, he's always barbecuing, smoking meat, and always doing, he's usually eating watermelon with mustard, barbecuing, smoking something, and swimming all at the same time. That's usually what Watchdog does. Boganery. Thanks, buddy. Pin that real quick. Here's Bogan's link. If you guys aren't following Boganery, get over there and give Bogan a subscribe. Like he's been busy with work and stuff too. It's like, you know, hot. He's in Australia, so it's like summertime down there, forest fires, and his job now is like in a tall watchtower looking out for forest fires. So he's been busy, which is good. It's good for him to be busy. But you'll go back and watch like his last live stream, and you'll understand who Boganery is if you don't already know who he is. Good friend of our community. Yeah, he's just an awesome dude all around. Also Grub too. If you guys aren't following Grub is also an awesome part of our community. Devices too, but he don't live stream. He don't live stream. You should. That's one person that doesn't make YouTube videos that would do a good job making content. Sure, it's crossed his mind a couple times. Yeah, I grabbed those gray ones just up higher, and they're always pretty good. All right, we're gonna work our way back again. Yeah, that's what I said. Watermelon with like yellow mustard. Right, Watchdog? Tell him all about it. Tell him all about it. I've never tried it. He said you have to. He said it's the best ever. I said no way. But yeah, there's Bogan's link up there. Thank you, Watchdog. Here's Grub's link too. He's a good operator. Fun guy. Good part of our group. I know, that's what I said. And Mr. T-Bone, is that a Kentucky thing? Because Mr. T-Bone's in Kentucky. Does he do the watermelon with the yellow mustard? Watchdog and Mr. T-Bone they're like neighbors. Probably live on the same street. Kentucky's that small, you know, the odds of them living on the same street. Watchdog, you anywhere near like Muhlenberg County or McLean County? Because if you're close to either one of those counties, then Mr. T-Bone's pretty close to you. I'm back and grab that tree. Just gonna lay. Oh, there's a tree right there, huh? Oh, nope, that's just a bush. I thought there was a tree. Just gonna lay all these right here. Oh yeah, I know, like some of my friends put salt and stuff on watermelon, but I've never seen anybody until Watchdog showed me the yellow mustard on watermelon. That's a new one to me. Oh, that tree disappeared, huh? All right, every once in a while. But on FDR's map, I didn't see any disappear at all. So he's doing something a little bit different there. But Mr. T-Bone, all these trees feel, like all your trees feel really good, actually. I like, you got that good wood. Are these the same spruce that are on like Blue Spruce Ridge? Like this spruce right here? Is this one that's on like Blue Spruce? Oh, it's just out of my reach. If you like that stuff. You're 45 minutes from Calhoun. Mr. T-Bone probably know where that is. But a couple of Mr. T-Bone's maps on 22 is pretty close to where he either grew up or where he lives, kind of area, or both. You talk about your wood a lot. Oh, I wasn't talking about my wood. I was talking about Mr. T-Bone's wood. This is Mr. T-Bone's wood, not my wood. Testing on Mr. T-Bone's wood tonight. All these trees are trees that he made. Besides, like the couple, the other ones, like the gray ones and the and those birch or aspen or the birch. They look like birch to me. I'm not sure if that's what they're called, but I know they're calling them something else. But these blue spruce, like that one I just threw down, I'm pretty sure that's the tree that he'd have like on Blue Spruce Ridge, but a whole bunch of those. On 22, I did a lot of logging on that map. You're 10 minutes. Oh, so you guys are neighbors. I was right. You can talk about his wood all you want. Nice, nice, thank you. You're in Grayson County? Oh yeah. Yeah, you guys are neighbors. Yeah, Mr. T-Bone, you remember when I was on Blue Spruce Ridge up on top of the mountain up there with the, what's that one? Timber Max Pro or whatever? Or Timber Max T20 yarder, and I was yarding up all the trees up the hill. Ah, the good old days. Yeah, we made it all the way back out here, which is good. I'll probably go through and process, and then maybe we'll forward them or something. See how they feel in the forwarder. I guess that'd be a good test, right? Those are nice trees too, the way they fall. They're like heavy, where you gotta kind of let them go, like how I tried to lead the machine. And these are those, like a base game tree is one of these right here. Did that just disappear? Oh no, I didn't. I know time's been flying, right, Mr. T-Bone? What was that? How many years ago was that? 4 years ago? Something? Forget now. Yeah, I'm gonna clear out a few more here. And then I'll have to buy a processor and all the stuff for that. But I haven't processed any trees yet in this map, so we'll do that. But so far, I think I can just keep going until, you know, until my system starts lagging out on having too much trees on the ground, but dumps feel pretty good. Like, to be honest, the way they feel, I wouldn't change a whole lot. We'll see how they are in the truck and stuff, but I wouldn't change too much. I'm sure you just add the other trees in for variety, right? Have a few more species in there. I do like those redwood trees too, if you ever add any of those types at all, like the bigger, fatter ones. Oh, you said there's going to be some big trees on your new map, right? And 24 watching. What's up, everybody? So we'll go ahead and shut this down here. And then I don't know where the... It's probably right here, but I'm just gonna place that again. Yeah, let's see what we should use this time. What did I have in the last one? The L-Tech? Maybe we'll grab this 4000 Medill. I do like the Medill. And the old Fixie, because that's my jam. Dangle's fine too, but with the fix head, I can just control it right where I want it every time. That's why I use it. Just make sure we're on 7s. My phone in real quick. So yeah, make sure we're on 7s. We're on 4s. So 7 meters, what we run. Wrong button. All right. Some light going here. All right, where are we at? Let's just start processing our way in. And yeah, we'll just go back through with the forwarder and forward the stuff up. No big deal. Unless Grub, you want to come do this for me, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, buddy. Grub, if you want to come in here and forward this for me, that'd be sweet. I think Doc told me to set up for this weekend. He told me to, or asked me to set up you know, game to host. So I'll set it up with all the mods that we had last time we all played. But with all the new FDR stuff. Yeah, those trees, that's a nice length. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 with the little end piece deleted. Call that a perfect tree. These are one of those base game trees, which is a good test too. If you can stack base game trees up with these other trees and everything loads good, then we're on to something pretty good. Showing your age there. Yeah, when stuff doesn't exist anymore. Right? You catfish all the time? Oh yeah. Yeah, you still have most of them. Yeah, you probably have all the stuff. I'll keep it like a little bit simpler maybe than all of that stuff, but that's pretty much what it'll be. You know, all the different trucks, pickups and stuff that we had, and all that stuff except for the new FDR stuff instead of the other one. I'm gonna also get rid of these stumps really quick. Yeah, these trees are nice. Look at how these cut. Or how they stack. I bet they stack up good. That's a lot of tree right here. Suckers are long. Like 4 or 5 pieces off of one tree, I think. 4. Yeah, almost 5. We won't put the end one on there though. The 4 nice pieces though. Oh, what, a couple more over here? Oh, this is one of those spruce too. These are pretty sweet. These will fill up your truck quick right here. You guys fish Ohio River now? Hell yeah. Lumberjack for 3 months. I appreciate that. Duane, you're awesome, buddy. I appreciate the support. The grass is taller on the map too. Oh, on this map? That's funny. It is taller. I didn't notice. I did notice that there was a lot of grass over here, but I didn't notice how tall it was. That's funny. You've done that in the past too on your maps. I remember that. 68-pound flathead, your biggest. We catch and release. You're not eating anything out of there. Nice. Oh, Grub Lumberjacks. Appreciate you, buddy. Hell yeah. I appreciate the support, guys. Yeah, Mr. T-Bones in the past has done taller grass on his maps too. It's funny. I bet that yields out. Is it a bigger yield? I think I asked that last time we were playing with taller grass. Does it yield out higher than normal tall grass? Because if it does, that's awesome. I know it's like even more satisfying cutting it though when it's tall like that. But if it also has a nice yield, then it'd be really good. Yeah, awesome. And so you're not eating anything out of there. But hey, catching a 68-pound fish would be fun. I don't think I've ever caught a 60. I didn't weigh the sturgeon I caught, But I don't think it was 68 pounds. It was like just over legal size. Fresh out of the water. Like right out of the ocean. But it wasn't 68 pounds. Hell yeah, there's a nice fish. Look at that one. Look at that one I caught. Maybe I did catch a 68. Did I catch a 68 pounder? Let's see. If it is in here, maybe I did catch a 68. Is that a 68 pounder? And if you guys think not, then you guys could have that one. All these are funny though. Watchdog made these. Not the FS Lock and Crew one, but he made the other ones. Pretty funny. And so far, all the trees are stacking really good together. Yeah, Mr. T-Bone, if these load up good on the forwarder and load in the truck fine without like shaking themselves to death, I wouldn't change much. You did a fine job like these. Let's see how these blue spruce feel. If you give me a map that has these that are like tightly packed together, not like we're like how close like those trees, like that tree over there, that tree are, that's kind of a lot of room between, you know. Even some of these other ones, like it's nice, you know, but you can like get through there. If you give me a map that has like tightly packed area where I can't even drive through, I'll make a road. But these are nice. It reminds me of Blue Spruce Ridge. I had a bunch of those trees on there. The sturgeon you caught out of the river was 6 pounds. Mine was bigger than 6 pounds. Yeah, but we'll see how they load up in the forwarder. We'll see how they load up in the truck. Just sitting on this one. But see, I can just like kind of throw them on the pile. Did you already change the weights to these? Oh no, you said this base game weights, right? Well, just like the tree, like this tree here, this like brown one. I forgot what that one's called. Those are ones that would be like a little bit fussy, but they seem to be sitting pretty good, like the Ponderosa, right? But any of these ones are like straight like this, like the shape of the item itself, like when you're like looking at the thing. Perfect example. So when you're looking at a tree, yeah, you can see like broken parts, like right here, how this is like sticking out. That's the collision. So if you stack those up and they're like, look how big that collision is. Oh, not that view. Oh, almost forgot to crouch down. To see how big the collision is on that and how it's not sitting down all the way. So if you have a bunch of these in your trailer, they don't stack very good. You see how this one is too? And how that collision's way out there? And see how they're kind of moving around because I'm getting close to it? It's because that's like, that collision's hitting this one. So it always kind of acts weird. But you see all these other straight trees? Look at the other trees that I'm talking about are nice. You don't see any of that because they're just perfect straight. They lay straight down, or those ones are kind of wiggly, like this piece, you know, how all that. So if you have a bunch of those stacked up weird, those are the ones that'll start acting up. But like those, all the other trees, like look at these piles, like all those trees, they're all nice and straight. These ones got a little wiggle to it. So like if I like look at the collision on these two, like that can potentially cause some issues there. Yeah, they're moving around on each other. Probably because I'm just getting close to it like I am, but that's the type of thing when see how they. I bet if you do a whole load just to these, I bet these trees aren't that tight together. Or if you see how tightly stacked these are here, these trees they won't stack as tight. We'll have to test that out too. That's one of the things that, oh, I'm not in there. We're not in that machine anymore. That's one of the things that will kind of make a loaded logs kind of jumble out of the trailer. You make a few changes on the physics on the next map, a little better on the trees. Heck yeah. Oh, you always do a good job, Mr. T-Bone. That's just, you know, that's what I'm doing right now, is just trying to notice things, right? Help you notice things. It always takes a village to do stuff, so. I don't know why that tree is facing that way, but we're gonna go over here. Oh, that was one of the ones I lost, wasn't it? It's always a team effort, you know? So I like helping. I think my phone's doing an update over there. That was weird how it was not grabbing up in there. Oh, I turned off the processor. No wonder. Probably because I accidentally turned off the machine. That would do it. Load that back in again. There it goes. The tree's kind of hung up. It was like when it was sliding, it was kind of pulling the whole machine over. What's up, Rabid Rob? Welcome, buddy. Glad to have you here. I like when you get to come hang out. Do you do the Twitch thing at all, Rob? I was curious. I wanted to ask you that. Are you on Twitch at all? You know, Rob, it'd be really fun to get you to come hang out with us on Waseca County. Because this Sunday coming up Super Bowl, right? So maybe not this Sunday, because we'll probably end up skipping this Sunday due to it being Super Bowl. But it would be really awesome to get you out on the farm with us on Waseca. We're with Matsy, Obol, Gallo, Tire Dragon, Rage Sage. Cowboy comes out there every once in a while, but we always talk about having you come out there and just farm around with us. Which we have all the mods on the server, so it's like, it's all on the server, everything. I'll give you like the link to all the mods and stuff. It'd be fun to have you come join us one of these Sundays. You only do Twitch when you try to twerk? Nice. Like with my wood again? Of course, buddy, of course. I have to. Gotta keep it even keel, you know? Gotta play with your wood. Actually, tonight we're playing with Mr. T-Bone's wood. Oh, man, what am I caught on back there? I'm just gonna cut that. Oh, I couldn't turn around to see. Sometimes you just gotta pull your wood on through. But yeah, this is Mr. T-Bone's wood. We're testing on Mr. T-Bone's trees right now. This is Between the Mountains. New login map by Mr. T-Bone. There's, like I said before, there's a link in the description to the Shanty Boys map creation team. Their website, there's a bunch of different maps on there. Mr. T-Bone's other maps, along with everybody else's maps. Yeah, because the Shanty Boys are Mr. T-Bone, Matt, Brennan, Nuclear Salmon, Screaming Eagle, and J Meister, right? I'm pretty sure that you guys confirmed that last night. And that makes up the Shanty Boys map creation team. Also, if you guys are still playing FS25 or FS19 or any of that stuff, you go find maps. I'm sure that you guys still have those maps on there too, right? But they've made a bunch of maps for all of us, farmers and loggers. There's farm maps, logging maps. Hope you guys like the little logos I threw up there for you as well. Pretty sure those are showing up, right? Mr. T-Bone's logo. That might even be delayed, right? What's going on? There's my logo. You'll see the logos come up at the Shanty Boys logo. I like your guys' new logo, if that's the new one. like the farm with the logs, the one I used on the thumbnail. I figured that was fitting for that. What I'm gonna start doing there too on that little slideshow thing, it's popping up with the logos and stuff there. Like if we're doing like say a challenge or something, or if we're doing like FS logging crew night or something, I'm gonna throw, you know, people's logos up that we're gaming with. You know, FS logging crew logos, or you know, the Team Chaos stuff. But if we're like, you know, with Matsy or Callboy or that stuff, we're gonna be like throwing up all their logos and stuff to people that are gaming with us. I also want to find out too, is like on Discord, how you have like down on the screen, you have like all the people that are in the chat, and you can see which one's like talking because it lights up when they're talking. I want to figure out how to do that too, so you can see everybody's logos and who's talking down there. I hear it's really simple. This song, songs I don't like that much. That's better. Am I watching the Super Bowl? I was thinking about it. I haven't really been watching too much football. I might as well at least watch one game this year, right? Yeah, I don't follow football like I used to. You want to figure how to do that too? So if you figure it out, help a girl out. I will. Gallo's he was gonna show me. Oh yeah, didn't you say, I was gonna talk to him today. Didn't you say you bought me a Ferrari? I'm gonna have to holler at him about that Ferrari. My other vehicle on there is an Escalade with a briefcase full of money on the passenger seat and a gun on the center console. That's my other ride. And besides that, my other ride's Buncher and, you know, machines like this. That's my other rides on there. And a truck. All my logging stuff and the Escalade, but I guess I got a Ferrari. Oh, he said he would buy me one? Oh, he should just buy me one. What's he waiting for? He knows I need one. If I don't have a Ferrari, I definitely need a Ferrari. Or maybe I'll just take the Lambo, right? The Lambo's the tractor. It goes like 300 miles an hour. I'll just take one of the Lambos. You can have the Ferrari. Yeah, these trees do feel good. We'll just see how they stack up in the forwarder. We'll see how they stack up in the truck. Then we'll know. Yeah, even that little piece ain't too bad, huh? Good length of tree when you just let it all the way down and just like full pieces, no fall off, you know. Gotta make them all 28 meters long. No way, it's four chunks of 7. No, with no debris anywhere. Perfect. If I was doing that, I'd probably still like leave the ends so I could come back to, like, even these pieces here. You don't want those in there either. I like all these trees. I really like these trees right. This might be my favorite tree. Just the way they look, that different color is nice. I bet a whole truck full of those looks really good. But were those ones that? All right, so those ones though are one of the ones I want to watch. I like those a lot, but those might be one of those trees that we got to keep an eye on. Yeah, I take that up with the man. Oh, I will. I should call him right now. It's funny because they already got the 10 million for the first like round of the cakes challenge thing he's doing. I guess he's gonna do like 20 million. He's gonna do 30 million. Like, he's gonna keep going. It's just funny though, because like while we were going, I probably made them like $5 or $6 million just in trees and wood chips and stuff on there. That's for all you guys that don't know, on Gallo and Miss Cheddar's cake challenge server. They made a massive field. It's like 300 something acres, almost 400 acres, I think, just under 400. But I cleared out a really big section of trees on there. And that was on Genesee County by Jay Dunn. But big old section of trees I carved out for him. But I was like wood chipping debris and kind of the funky trees that you can't really run through the processor. With all the straight ones on there, I cut them all up, loaded them all up, drove them all there. Well, you know, unless I had a driver like Miss Cheddar or Gallo was driving for me, I'd load them and they would take it. A lot of trees, hundreds and hundreds of trees I cut down that map for them. But even in the little wood chipper, I have like an Unreal capacity regular, like small trailer that holds 5 million. And like in that trailer, I think is like about 3 million liters still of wood chips. And we have the that stationary wood chipper going too. So there was like so many wood chips in that as well. There's probably like a couple $1,000,000 just in wood chips sitting in a trailer on there too. But I think that deserves a Ferrari. The goal is 30 now. Okay, that's good. I told him he would get to 10 so quick. I was like, dude, we're just messing around doing contracts and cutting trees down and we're gonna hit 10 million. But it's supposed to be only in cake profits, but man, they're making so many cakes so quick. And the real goal for us now, right, is to hit that 100 million on the Wasika challenge. I'm almost to 26 mil. We're getting there. I'll be hitting 30 mil right about when Matsy's going to be hitting about 10 mil. So 3x my competition is a good start to that. He might hit like 12. Maybe he could like catch up like halfway, but once he hits like 15 million, I'll be well on my way to 35 million. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be hard to catch up to me because I'm not slowing down on money making. I keep on making TMR with so much grass. I have 2 more grass fields in the works. I have another one that needs mowing again soon. Like, all the peripheral land needs mowing. There's silos are full up. Got almost 5 million liters of wood chips already made. That's one thing they're gonna have a hard time keeping up with me because I have so many trees and so much wood chips going on there. Like by the time it's wood chip sale time, which is in January, I believe, and we're only in September, almost October on there. By the time that comes around, I'm gonna have like 10 million liters to sell, and I'll have to take loads in as 70,000 liters per load. It's gonna be, do the math on that. 10. What? Oh, that's, well, how many 7s go and how many 70s go into a million? Was like 14 or something like that. Hell yeah. There we go. Rabbit Rob's link. Appreciate that. We'll go ahead and pin that one. Yeah, 34 people watching. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, check out Rabbit Rob. Good buddy of mine right there. FS, yeah, you got the FS crew logo up there too. Rabbit Rob, that's for you, buddy. That's for you, buddy. Which should be, there's the FS Login crew logo, but you'll see that original. I forgot who made us that original logo. I'll be coming up here in a sec. That's the old school logo. I think it's about, what, at least like almost like 5 years old or so, probably, I think. When did we start FS Crew? That was like coming up on 5 years. There's Shanty Boys logo. If it's coming through when I'm seeing it up there, it's a different one. It's Team Chaos. I like all those logos. Oh, I need to download that new Hydrate one, right? We could use that, can't we? That Hydrate one is tight. Need to get back to streaming again. Been a while. You have a few newer videos on there, but not live. Oh, hell yeah. That's right. You have, that's your, which one is that? Is that farming one or is that the gaming one? Or is it Rabid Rob F and Rabid Rob G, or F, how does that go? Because one of them he has a lot of videos on. A lot of stuff, because that was his original one. I'm pretty sure it's the Rabid Rob F is the original one, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. But he actually has 2 channels. You ever do a garden? Oh, how did your garden turn out last year? I know you're probably gonna do something this year. Rabid Rob Gardening channel. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, and your farming one. Yeah, this channel. Yeah. Oh yeah, Rabid Rob Farming. That's your original one, right? Song is kind of a lot too. Let's skip this one. We're just listening to some Epidemic tonight, so sometimes it throws on what it wants. I actually like some of these songs. They're kind of cool. Thirsty. Not this one. Nice. Rabid Rob Gaming was your first one, right? Just looking at your logo. That logo looks like your original logo. You guys have been around the FS community for a long time, and you guys know Felsbrun on FS19. That's when Rabid Rob and I met. Way back on Felsbrun. Way before all the stuff. We were on console. We were both content creators that ran into each other over there. He joined my multiplayer and pretty much hung out and farmed until 3 in the morning. And made some kids fall asleep. They're helping us. We set up a whole farm. These kids, they helped us set up everything. And this one kid, he fell asleep. You hear him snoring. He fell asleep helping us. But yeah, we set up a whole farm on there. Did all kinds of shit. And then pretty much did all that. We met Colbull and Country Bumpkin. And a short while later, we did a few different projects together or whatever. A few different times. We're just like, I think it was actually Bumpkin that first said it was like, we're like the FS crew. And I was like, yeah, let's make that a real thing. That's what we are. We're the FS crew. He was like, no, I was just kidding. I was like, no, that's gonna be us. We're gonna talk that into existence. That's gonna be our thing. And so we ended up making that the FS crew. And it's funny, he always talked about like when we first started, one of his goals was to get on the Farm Sim show. That's one of the ultimate things he wanted to do, was be on the Farm Sim show. And not too long after, a year after we started, he's on the Farm Sim show, but he does live really close to DJ Goham. But now him and DJ Goham are really good buddies. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they hung out recently. That was a great night. Yeah, dude, that was so much fun. Back in the good old days. That was when, like, multiplayer was new, right? Feels like ages ago, dude. We didn't know what we were doing. Barely knew how to stream. We didn't know how to make, like, thumbnails or... Like, we didn't know how to do any of this stuff. None of it. And now we're all almost the same. Now I just pretend to know it. If you screw up enough times, you figure stuff out. We've all had all of our technical difficulties, and I remember even Colbull saying he's never going to learn any of this stuff. He's such a pro now. He says he's not, but he has all the things and all the stuff. He has all the voices and buttons and all the different things, and Tangia, and records videos, and Colbull does all the stuff now. But back then he was like, I'll never learn any of this stuff. This stuff's way over my head. And now his stuff looks awesome. Yeah, Goham lives just up the road from them. Yeah, exactly. That's basically how Team Chaos, Team Chaos started. Yeah, definitely. Makes sense. That's how the FS logging crew started too. We were all logging together, and we started, pretty much being like the FS logging crew. I was like, yep. And I did it the same way as, like, how we started the FS crew. I'm like, yep, we're gonna make that a thing, and we did. And now we're the only FS crew, and we're the only FS logging crew, which I'm proud of. It's pretty cool. Like if anybody ever looks up like FS logging crew at all, types it in just as a search or something. Some of like FDR's guy, him and his boys, like back in the day, some of that will pop up a little bit, but pretty much all the stuff that will show is our stuff. All right, do I have any more? Like, oh, there's a little bit more back here. I did process through a bunch. Everything seems pretty good still. Nothing's really moving around. Have 37 watching. Hell yeah, what's up, folks? Yeah, anybody who's like just come through and you're not fully sure what we're doing, we're actually just on Mr. T-Bone's map. He's from the Shanty Boys map creation team. There's a link down in the description to find him, find their maps, all that stuff. Definitely check him out, show him some love. But this is one of his newest maps. His newest map out. He's working on another one right now, but this one's called Between the Mountains, which I do like the name quite a bit. Right up my alley there. But yeah, we're just testing trees, testing all this stuff. Works so far. I'm liking it. Mr. T-Bone's maps are always nice. They're always like bright and vibrant, you know. I never had an issue with lighting. He always tries to. There's always some color. If there's like, there's always a lot of like flowers, just a lot of like brightness to like the map, you know. It's not. There's always good lighting. His maps are always like that. But yeah, we're just checking this one. I will be playing with some other ones too coming up. There's like Skull Crush Mountain, Blue Island Forest, which I've never played that one. I also have it in Skull Crush on 25. I only did that one on 22. But then there's also Blue Spruce Ridge, which I did a lot of that on 22. So I would like to try that one again on 25. But there's some other maps too. There's a few other forestry things on there. And I also wouldn't mind getting on there and checking out Nuclear Salmon's maps. Because he has, especially has that new Tillamook. So I might have to run a little something on there. Maybe do a little dairy setup, a little Tillamook cheese style, you know. Because I should have been one of the ones showing that map off in the beginning. I just wasn't doing a lot of maps then, you know. Yeah, next we got to get ourselves a forwarder. I think this is the last bit of trees right here, right? Yeah, like I said, Mr. T-Bone, if these stack up good. Oh, Brown Pine Ridge? Oh, what, Blue Spruce Ridge is called Brown Pine Ridge? I thought Brown Pine Ridge was a different map. I have that map ready. Wasn't that the first one you did? I already did that one, I thought. Didn't I test that one out when you first did it? All right, so I'm just gonna park this up out of the way here. We're gonna get ourselves a forwarder. We'll see how these trees feel. Yeah, if they feel good, I wouldn't change a lot. Like, there's a little bit of like, you see where I was showing like the way the tree's kind of wiggly there. But if it doesn't cause any issues, the only thing I can see like happening at all with like, which ones was it? I think it's actually these. Not those. They are. What pile was that from? What trees? These here. Which is the spruce, actually. The only thing that I can see happening is like, you see how they're not stacked close together. So when those go in the truck, they're going to be that far apart from each other. They can never stack all the way like bark to bark because it's like that. That's the only thing I can see that can possibly be a thing. Alright, so we'll get ourselves our forwarder. But that's not the same map though, right? Wasn't Brown Pine Ridge a different layout? Because I remember Blue Spruce Ridge. It's, I know the new one's a little bit different, but I do remember going, you take that turn, you go through the canyon and you go like up the back road and across, like it was like a couple tube, I forget what it was on, maybe a couple boards or something on 22, but the other one was maybe it was that the same map? Maybe it was, because it had like the suspension cables you had to drive across or whatever. Maybe that was the same map. I have to get back on there and check it out. I thought it was different, but yeah, let's get ourselves our forwarder here. Where are we at? Right by it. Oh, same map, different trees. Oh, I see. Maybe that's what it was. What color? Or Limkin blue? No? Oh, it is. Yep, we'll do that one. That one, that's good. That's like one of my favorite farm sim blues right there. The old Limkin blue. Buy that. Oh yeah, that's new. Not that new. It was new to the last. Actually, yeah, it was these mods, right? You got to buy the bucket now, which is this one for the forwarder. Oh, I did not see it there. That's funny. I'll have to go check it out. It has just a bunch of those pines, though. And those pines are like this tree, like right here, right? This type of pine. Is that what that one is? The brown one? True test coming up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that one really, when it goes in the truck too, they usually seem to sit better in the forwarder, but once they go in the truck is when they really that really shows. Which we'll get that next. We'll have to get a loader. Maybe I'll use like a link belt or something like that. I haven't used the old link belt in a bit. Nice processing with that Medill though. Felt like I was just floating around back there. I think Medill in the game is probably like my favorite. Tiger Cat's up there. I don't know, I like all this stuff. I like all this stuff. I don't really mess around with like the Doosan that much or those ones, but any of our normal stuff. I like the L-Tech too. That's pretty common around here. The other day on the way home, I saw a brand new buncher that had the Quadco header on it, but it was a brand new L-Tech processor buncher. Hauling down the freeway, that thing was sweet. Yep, there goes those trees. Those are the trees I was talking about too. Let's see if I could just push that down. We'll see how they settle. So we're watching these trees right here, how those ones react, which are also these trees right here. Oh. But so far so good, eh? Except they load up good, but I wouldn't change much. Like all in all, so far I've really enjoyed handling your wood, working with your wood. Like, man, I like the colors. Like this, the color of these are those blue spruce. That blue-green color, I like those a lot. The bark on these looks really good. Like I could do without those base game trees. For the color, like having the different species out there, but if it was just your trees on here, it would be even better, which most of these are. Yeah, they settle down pretty good there, bud. I'm not sure what that post is talking about. I haven't seen any trees do anything different, right? You've been watching. I haven't seen any kind of, what was it saying? They were like glitching out, and it's not like somebody jumped on a login server right away after this update and it wasn't agreeing with them. Couple of those are kind of being funky. That could just be from my loading. Smush them down back there a little bit. The trees jumping around the FDR's trailers and stuff, you said? Okay. But that was... somebody reported that? Or that's what he noticed himself? That's what I was wondering, if anybody, like, that actually does this all the time, or is somebody new just complaining about stuff that has been an issue already? Because I haven't seen a thing. Once they get loaded up, but like these trees are different to the next map, you know. It's like, what map were they on? I doubt FDR's trees are doing that. Your trees are not doing that. I don't know if, like, once they get on the truck, but if they're on a different, it all depends on the map, right? And the tree. Oh, actual tires. Yeah, I thought you misspelled that. The tires are jumping around. Yeah, we'll see about that. So far, everything seems pretty damn good. That's our next move, is getting a truck and a trailer, and probably get that going right now, actually. And we'll get our loader. What do I say? Link belt. Good loader. I really like this one for loading. And we'll get the big bucket for the loader. Even though we are loading in the truck, I can't load a truck pretty quick. Oh yeah, but yeah, we're gonna test this out right now. We're gonna find out right now. And man, I really like his trucks now too, because he didn't have that many options for trucks. He just had this truck. But I really like this one's not bad, but this truck, I like this truck. But of course, we got a black rim. Everything needs the black rims. But this truck is sweet. I really like this one quite a bit. Not least we're buying it. We have lots of money. Let's see what he's talking about. If it's true, we're taking this truck with wiggly wheels all the way to the sawmill. That was with trees on it, or just... It's weird that I couldn't drive all of a sudden, like I couldn't go forward. I just wanted to check it out empty first. Seems fine. There's some trees on here, huh? Oh yeah, 45 people here. What's up, everybody? Appreciate that. Another good turnout. Actually gonna go right here. Get this side of the way. Maybe I'll actually bring it over here, and because I guess it doesn't matter, but that grass is tall, Mr. T-Bone. Yeah, you don't know that's what he said on his Facebook? Yeah, it could have been somebody else reporting it, like from a different map, or... Cause that makes a big difference. Cause like your trees feel fine, but your trees, look at the way those look. Those are cool, huh? I love the different colors, especially for sorting. Yeah, the species are like obviously different, you know. But those aren't strapped. Like this one wasn't loaded very good, but actually, before I unload this, let's check out how all this stuff looks. So not too bad, but see how tight those sit together on the trailer compared to like how tight these ones sit together. Just because the collisions are on the outside of those versus like those ones you did, like those blue spruce that have no collisions. Those are clean ass tree right there. Any of the ones like these that have the collision sticking out, they'll never go tight together. That's why those ones are kind of sitting, you know, 4 or 5 inches away from each other, but they're not like moving around. It's just, well, I'm right up on them, they'll move around, but like they won't like fall out if I'm leaving them unstrapped. What's up, Farm Donkey? How you doing, buddy? Farmer Donkey, I mean, my bad, buddy. Yeah, it could be, yeah. But we'll get them on the truck here, and we'll see how all of it looks, huh? Grab our new link belt here. Look at the view out of this thing, huh? Look at that. You have so much visibility out of this high cab. And the way it's like, you know, it has this side pieces, but a lot of, even when your boom is out, you still have like a lot of visibility right there. It's pretty good. The textures look nice. Yeah, they do, right? So Farmer Donkey, this is Mr. T-Bone's map between the mountains. So we're just kind of like, I guess I missed this tree. This is one of those trees I don't like anyways. Base game tree. But all these other trees we have pretty much on this whole border here are all Mr. T-Bone's trees. This whole, everything on this is all Mr. T-Bone. Which again, link in description if you want to find them. Or you just look at map, Shanty Boys map creation team, or Shanty Boys map creation, any of that kind of stuff, Shanty Boys. You can find them over there. For all the farm sims, right? You guys started in... Well, do you guys have any 17 maps? I don't remember when you guys actually first started. I think you guys did have some maps on 17, but they have 19, 22, 25 maps. Pretty sure you guys still have that over there. Scoot up just a smidge. Look, they roll up nice. See how they stack on this truck, huh? This is the real test right here. Gotta scoot these up just a bit. I can push those ones in. Go. Yeah, they roll up good there, Mr. T-Bone. Which is a big thing when you're logging. Your logs don't want to roll up in your bucket, right? That's can mess with your immersion pretty quick. Get these. Whoa, that's not the way to do it. That's how you wake up the driver though, huh? That's how you wake up the guy at the cab. There they go. It's just because this wiggly one here is the one that wasn't letting those settle down. You know, some wood isn't straight, right? Some trees are not perfectly straight in real life. The map's all in the details, yes sir. Yes it is. That's what I was just saying a little bit ago. Mr. T-Bone always has nice color in his maps. It's like all his forestry stuff's always bright. And this grass too is taller than Farm Sim normal grass. So he'll add like tall grass in and stuff like that. Like I don't even know where that log went. That yeah, I just lost that log, didn't I? Where'd that one go? Didn't I lose one? Oh, I did lose one. It's down in that grass somewhere. That's funny. Let me fix these up. They're kind of far forward too. That's why I like doing sevens, because you like get in here and you can like adjust between your piles if you have to, between the bunks, if there's enough room. Really should have like about 4 feet sticking out on both sides, 4 or 5 feet or whatever it ends up being. That way it's in the bunk even, not too far forward, not too far back. Like this one here. But if they're up in there right, they sure settle a lot better. So like that. So far so good though. What's up, Jerry Meister? Hell yeah, buddy. Another shanty boy, huh? How's Jerry Meister doing, huh? Oh man, you're right on time, buddy. Everyone tickle the like button. Hell yeah, thanks, Joanne. Appreciate you, bud. I know 49 people are here. I don't know why you guys are here, but you're here, so you guys must be enjoying it. Yeah, so smash that like. Subscribe if you're new. And there was some new subscribers last night. Hopefully, it does show a couple things down there last night. Sometimes my Streamlabs stuff doesn't come through on like notifications sometimes. All right, so we'll leave this right here and then we'll go get another load. So far, so good, Mr. T-Bone. Look how good this map looks, too. There's not a lot to it, you know, it's a forestry map. There's sawmill, there's some sell points, but definitely nice land to clear out, build up your own stuff. But just like the brightness of it, you know, I like it. Like the color, how, I don't know, like I said, all of his maps, I'm not just saying that. I'm a Mr. T-Bone map fan, but I'm not just saying that to say it. Saying it because it's true. They're always bright and vibrant every time. You guys go back and look at any of his maps. And it makes a big difference when you're playing, especially when you're in the woods. Oh, is that all 57,000 trees? Not anymore, not anymore. Well, maybe there still is. We haven't sold it yet. I'll keep me busy for a few days, Mr. T-Bone. In a happy mood. That's awesome, bud. You love the color and variation with the blue spruce trees. Me too. Me too. I was just saying that. It's like they're like the bark, like that one. The bark is like a really nice, like kind of bluish, greenish kind of color. And then like the way they look too is kind of that bluish kind of tint on the tree. If you ever played Blue Spruce Ridge on 22, that whole map had those trees on it. I cut down, what, I don't know, 5,000 of them or something, I forget. I wasn't on there that super long, but I cleared out the whole mountainside. I picked like the toughest, steepest part in the map and pretty much conquered that whole side, so I felt pretty accomplished on that one. That was a long time ago. That was, oh yeah, I was using FDR stuff then too, because I had like the Timber Max T20 thing or whatever. That's what it's called, that winch on the front of the machine. That's crazy. I guess I have been using FDR mods for about 4 years, huh? Before that, I was on console. Hell yeah, this is a nice load for you right there. Oh yeah, add a bunch. I'm excited for your next one. As soon as you're ready, I'll do some little testeroo there for you too on that one. Which is, it's fun kind of getting back into it because I used to test all your stuff. Like I haven't been around that much doing that, but I'm, with the new computer and stuff, I'll definitely be around more for that kind of thing. I've always enjoyed it. I said it takes a team to do anything, so like, the more people you have working on a thing or more eyes you have on a project, it's like, it's just like, when you're writing like a paper, you're not gonna spell check your own work, you're gonna give it to your buddy or whatever to look at your work, trade papers or whatever. Everybody sees stuff differently, different points of view. Everybody has different style of gameplay, which can expose more stuff, If you want more maps from the Shanty Boys team, you may get them. Yeah, but they're all on the website and stuff, right? I saw a bunch over there. Which I'm definitely gonna give like Nuclear's maps, especially Tillamook. That's not so much a forestry one. Like I say Tillamook, I think dairy. That's like what I would have, just a fat dairy farm over there. It's funny that he did Tillamook, since he's not actually in Oregon, but that was one of the areas I always thought would be a really cool area, which I want to get on there and check to see if he has like rivers going through there, because there's like the Trask and the Wilson and Nesteca, I believe, all go through there, and then like there's like all the other riverways and stuff on the coastline there, which is killer fishing in like the real world. All you fishermen out there would freaking, like, it's a really good spot, especially like the Wilson. You get like those fresh like Chinook and stuff running up right there, and, man, steelies all year round, unless if you want to go stand out in the cold and do some fishing. But when like the big Chinook are running up, springers or fall Chinook coming in, that's like the hot spot. Can't get these ones to settle down. Operator error. There we go. Yes, but we're making more right now. You guys always are, huh? Well, just keep me in the loop. I'm always down to do some testing. I'm also over on Twitch too, if anybody's not familiar with that. Like, I'll try to keep like the forestry stuff mostly over here, just because you guys enjoy it so much. But we'll be doing other stuff. So if it's like, maybe I'll run Nuke's map over there. Maybe I'll run it here and there or something, or, I do want to do more stuff over on Twitch. So if you guys do watch Twitch at all, give me a follow over there. Also, if you guys aren't following Thumper over on Twitch, give her a follow too. She's a big time streamer over there. But she'll be streaming tomorrow. What time? She's probably streaming 6 o'clock Central tomorrow. Maybe only others. Maybe they're all female farm. Maybe, I'm not sure if she talked to the other girls, the other ladies. But they're talking about doing that soon. But if not, she'll probably be playing a ghost game or something like that. She likes playing the ghosty ghost games. That's where the Team Chaos stuff. Anybody's wondering about Team Chaos too? Do a lot of charity stuff like autism awareness, a bunch of other, you know, charity stuff, cancer awareness type of stuff, and different things like that. And just a fun, chaotic group of people. So now I'm part of Team Chaos. I gotta represent with the Team Chaos stuff there. But Thumper's a big part of that group over there, along with like even Trucker Matsy, Gallo, bunch of folks, way too many folks. Miss Cheddar's the one that started it. There's a whole bunch of folks. More than I can remember yet, because I don't know everybody yet as well as I do with some. Most likely 6 p.m. or earlier. Still getting a number for the ladies. Okay. But if not, you'll probably be doing like a ghost game or something like that, I imagine. That last one you were doing, what was that one? That was a creepy one. She plays like Phasmophobia, which like I don't really play any of those games, but I do like watching them played, and like her and I Am Toes and Hans, and who else was with you guys last time? Oh, thanks for the link there, Thumper. There's my Twitch link. Still pretty new over there, a couple hundred followers over there now. A Wild Donkey is followed. I appreciate that, Wild Donkey. Welcome. Got a couple donkeys in the chat tonight, huh? Oh, is that you, Farmer Donkey? That's gotta be you on Twitch, right? That's gotta be you on Twitch. I just got a Twitch follow. Appreciate that. So we'll pin that. Yeah, I'm still pretty new over there. Oh, okay. That was K. Aussie Luna K. Okay. Oh, Ghost Watchers was that one? That was pretty creepy. Because those ghosts were just kind of doing their thing. That's not like the other one. That other one was funny too that you guys were playing. What was the one that you guys were playing like the time before? Where you guys were being the ghost every once in a while? Where like you were the ghost and you were chasing the guys around? That was a fun stream. That was a good game too. It was cool that the dev was there too, the game developer, right? Was or is he just one of the map makers? That's his game, I believe, right? He was at the stream with you guys, or in the chat. Mr. T-Bone followed too? Hell yeah, buddy, thank you. Yeah, you gotta check us out on Sundays. Probably not this Sunday because of Super Bowl, but on Sundays we do the Wasika Challenge. And we're trying to get to $100 million on Wasika, which is Trucker Matthew's map. Wasika County, Minnesota. Look, I stacked those up pretty freaking tall, and they seem to be pretty good. We'll get this other bit loaded up here. Oh, all right, I'm gonna throw this on the front. Yeah, Wasika, we've been on that one a lot. It's a good farming map. Definitely isn't a forestry map, but I'm still making lots of wood pieces. Lots of money off of wood. My whole property is all trees, pretty much, or it was, and I still have hundreds to go. So I'll be dominating. The last challenge I also won off cutting trees, sawmills, all this stuff, exploiting the system, you know. Pretty much wiped the floor with everybody in that, or just, it was actually just called one Matsy on that one. But the way I started, the way I was racking up money, they barely had gotten going, and I was already done. So Matsy came in with a little bit different strategy, even landlocked me in this one. I can't buy any more property. Well, I nobody can now. We're pretty much got all the whole map bought up. It's like season 4 or something on there. We started this challenge, this Wasika $100 million challenge, last June, and we're still going. Yeah, that was the developer. He's been amazing since the game came out on Halloween last year. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, Severance. That's it. That was a good one. He's talking about, oh man, look at this map. He said I spent like a whole whopping 2 weeks of my life building this map, or whatever he said. That looked fun though. That was a pretty cool one. Yeah, he was a nice guy. It's cool that he was hanging out, enjoying watching you guys. I'm sure like game developers, right? Map makers, right? Mr. T-Bone, enjoy watching people play on their creations. Probably why you guys do it, right? Probably a huge reason why you guys do it. It's fun being creative, but if you don't get to show it off, that's why I stream. That's why I even started streaming in the beginning. I was doing like map builds and stuff and pretty cool stuff, doing forestry and stuff, and there wasn't anybody there to see it. You know, I had mods and stuff on, and my other friends online had mods, and we'd all have to download everybody's mods to even play. So a couple people came and hung out and farmed and saw it and did some stuff, and I still wanted to show off more, so I was like, you know, let's start. I saw people was like streaming on PlayStation Network, and I'm like, you know, I can do that. That's where it started. Well, it settled down pretty good. Nice shot with that log on the one that fell. Yes, yeah, you enjoy watching it. Yeah, it's good. Have you done any maps so far that are farming maps, Mr. T-Bone? If you haven't, I haven't noticed. My apologies, but I know his on 22, he did Muhlenberg County and McLean County, and both of those were forestry, logging, farming, or sorry, forestry and logging's the same thing, but forestry, mining, and farming. He always did a lot of mining stuff, like on, was it Muhlenberg County with the coal mine? Is that the one with the coal mine? I was doing some digging with the 750 on there. I haven't done any terraforming at all on 25 yet. You guys probably remember the river dig. That was a fun one on No Man's Land. I almost thought about running that back, bringing that back. Or maybe I could start a new one, right? A new river dig. But No Man's Land was the best because it had that water table below it. So as you dug, you undug the water, so the water was below the land. You did that all on purpose so you could dig down and make water, make like lakes and ponds. And I miss having Jim around. Alien Jim was awesome. Island Kentucky map. Oh, is that? Oh, you have two. Okay. Well, my apologies. I'll have to definitely go check those ones out too. You guys played it the day it came out, and he was there talking about it. We have given him a lot of ideas and found bugs for him. Oh, awesome. You guys are like game testers for him. Game devs and map makers and mod makers love that kind of stuff. All right, we'll just back this off right here to start load. We got 50 people watching. That's a weak horn, huh? Turn this one off too. Look at unstrapped. Oh, that one I kind of probably pushed that one out. That's not anything to do with these trees. Throw that one back up here. All right, so look at that. Look at that. I love the color of those. Look at all that stacked in there. Sometimes when you get close to the logs, they always like to kind of move around and kind of do little things, but I'd say those are pretty good, Mr. T-Bone. I'd say that would do. That's a lot better than any of the in-game stuff. Then there's some in-game ones on there which could throw stuff off, but most of that is your material. That's funny. I was just thinking about that pizza earlier when I was talking about you guys like to eat. He said Muhlenberg County is where I get my 8-pound pizza. Nice. Yeah, minty, right? Yeah. Pretty minty, yeah. I know they sit nice, right, Grub? Grub, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, this one's trying to crawl back out though. Which could totally be... Oh, so some of them are moving a bit. And again, that's those collisions that I was talking about. See any of those ones that have that collision on the outside of it? That's why those ones will move around. Or like the ones that don't have that sit way flatter, like these will have that. But if you did like a whole load of like those blue spruce or any of those ones, or these trees right here, it wouldn't move around at all. Those wouldn't budge. But since it's that collision like that, like this one, you see how like that tree's sticking like a few inches outside of where it actually is. So if like those are pushing, like how this one and that one are the same type of tree, it's like a collision on top of a collision, and that's what kind of pushes the trees around. You'll only see that happening when it's like, especially these ones, how you can see how much collision is around that outside. So when you stack a whole load of these, just these trees, which are those brown pines, right? When you stack a whole load of those up right there, they do not stack very well. Them trees will not be in the next map, yeah. And this is what's on that brown pine ridge, right? Which I was having kind of trouble with those trees too. I'm sure it's the same exact tree on that map. You get a whole load of those. If you go like butts to ends, like back and forth, like loaded one tree at a time, it's not so bad because the collision's like pretty tight here. Where like this end, the butt end collision is like, it's a lot. And that's what will move the trees around a lot too. But still, like overall, just that little bit right there is not too bad. I might even actually throw that one. Probably just throw this one on this side, because this one needed one more over there, or a few more, but still that one can sit there. But all in all, they're sitting on the trailer pretty well. It wasn't the best load, but they're not moving all over the place. They're not strapped or nothing. That's way better than base game trees would ever do. So, and there is some base game in there, like this gray colored one that's like right here, the one that we're looking right at. That's a base game tree. So there's some base game trees in there, but Mr. T-Bone got some nice looking wood here. All right, where's this freaking sawmill? Let's see, that's where number 3 is, right? Let's just do a quick fly. Make sure we're going the right place. Also, for anybody just watching too, he has this whole area that's diggable. Again, like he always throws a little bit of mining stuff in there. That coal mine was tight because it was inside of a cave. That was tight. I did like that one. On Skull Crush Mountain, there's actually a skull, a giant skull up in the side of the mountain. Pretty badass. If it doesn't pass for all platforms on the Brown Pine Ridge, then I'll change the trees out on the map. Yeah, because like those trees you're talking about, like these trees, right? And they're really squiggly. Like I feel like these ones aren't as bad as like some of the other of the same style of tree. But just like if the tree didn't have that collision like that, the tree itself is not a bad tree. But since that collision on that butt end is so wide, it kind of screws stuff up. But Mr. T-Bone always does like some diggable, like dirt or coal, or this is all wood chips. Imagine selling all this wood chips. This is how my wood chips are going to look on the challenge in January. I'm going to go sell 10 million liters of wood chips, which I wonder how much is here. What's that, like 10 feet deep of wood chips across the whole thing? That's probably about how much wood chips I'll be selling in January on the challenge. Number 2? Oh, I don't remember what it was, what you're talking about there. But yeah, awesome diggable stuff. Oh yeah, we're looking for, I get distracted. We're going over here. Nope, that's not even it either. Where's our sawmill? Oh, is this a diggable? What is this over here? Oh, is that why you're saying number 2? So you got 2 diggables. That's a lot of wood chips. Yeah, there's two piles of wood chips. That's where we are right there. Sawmill's over there. It is. I see logs. All right, so sawmill is there. That's not too bad of a drive. I do like your sawmill too. It's nice. I don't remember how the one. I'll have to go back to Blue Spruce or Brown Pine Ridge. If you put all Blue Spruce on there, you're gonna change it back to Blue Spruce Ridge. Where the hell are we at? All right, so that's that. We're like, I'll say right above where we are. Get lost too easy. In real life, I don't. In real life, I don't. I got good sense of direction in real life. On the game, not so much. All right, so all I gotta do is go straight down a little ways. 52 people watching. You guys gotta get your guesses in. We're on normal economy. Let me just double check that. A little automatic save there. Yep, normal economy. 7-meter logs. You guys gotta guess Mr. T-Bone's wood. This is not OT's load. This is Mr. T-Bone's load. We'll see what his trees go for on his map. We'll start getting your guesses in the chat there. Sawmill. Oh, number 2 farmland. Oh, thanks, buddy. Gotcha. I didn't notice there was 2 wood chip piles though. But look at this driving through here. It's nice, right? Everything looks nice. Really bright. I always say that. Real bright. There's always flowers and stuff. He always does that every time. Yeah, start getting your guesses in. Closest one without going over wins. And this is our next road. Here is our turn. Is it even? Oh, I was gonna say, is there even a road there? Grass is so tall you can't see anything past the grass. The rock is cool too. I think I might have to get some kind of big truck or something and wheel over all that stuff. Yeah, so closest one without going over, like the Price is Right. So far we got Mr. T-Bone 78,000, Grub 60,420. Farmer Donkey 17,500. Watchdog 81,420. Thumper 74,000. All good guesses. All right, we're almost here, but we'll give it a bit. You guys take your time getting guesses in. Oh, don't re-chat and drive chat. We can chat. What's up, Brian? Brian with the 79,200. I should have known you were there. You're always so quiet. I never know if you're there. And then the load guess comes and there's Brian with the load. If I did more on this map, I would definitely open up this a little bit more, get rid of a few more trees here. Right here would be a perfect spot for that OTG billboard. Just saying. I'm sure some of you guys remember that. Mr. T-Bone, I know you remember that. Let's see if this is sell. I do like the old equipment too, like the dozer and the loader and stuff, and the other loader over there. So do we have to, is that the sell spot there? Do I have to unload this right there and hit that? Give her a drive around real quick. Let's see if there's any other sell spots. This building is really cool too. I was wondering if that's like the storage in there, or is that like a thing? Oh, that looks like we could drive up and sell right here, which is probably a spot. Whoa, that's crazy looking over there, huh? This is probably it. Need my logo, I'll send it to you. Is that billboard, is that a thing in 25? With the lights on it? That thing was a really cool one. And Mr. T-Bone used to put my logo on the maps and stuff too. That was cool. That was back when I was showing his stuff off more, his little show of appreciation thing or whatever, but he always hooked people up with little cool little things like that. There's always like Shanty Boys logos on stuff, and yeah, we're right inside that, so we'll go ahead and unstrap that. But before we sell it, just keep getting your guesses in there. 58 people watching. You guys got to keep getting your guesses in. Nice bunk. These are actually pretty cool, kind of rusted looking. I'm not sure where you got these from, but they look really cool. I think we'll go back and we'll try to get one more load still tonight. I'm still feeling like doing some logging. And we do have 58 people watching, which is crazy. Appreciate you guys being here. I want to test to see how logs go in these bunks, because that's really nice. I love how they're full front and back. Some are like tall in the back, low in the front, so stuff rolls out. It should just be like how you have, like, look at the spacing too. Is like if I pull up just a little bit more, it's like almost the same as the truck, you know? Like the spacing on those bunks is like very similar to just offloading, a little bit wider than the truck, so they'll just lay right in there. But I would like to test the offload on that too. You can try. I'll send you the logo later. Right, go after the stream. Looks like that might be it for the guesses. Anybody else in chat? 57 people. Anybody else? You love the texture on the bunk. Me too. That rusted metal. It looks really good, huh? Very, very realistic. Stuff gets banged up a lot, and a sawmill sits out in the rain, gets all rusted. Hit that like button. Hell yeah, appreciate that, Watchdog. Yeah, normal economy. I'll give you guys one more minute to get the guesses in. Some people are probably trying to like count how many sticks are there, trying to figure out what the economy is in this part of the world, which is wherever you want it to be, right? This is a fictitious forest, I believe. It's a fictitious forest in Mr. T-Bone's imagination. I totally forgot that my phone did like a whole reset earlier. Wonder why my phone wasn't working there for a minute. That little old woman. Oh, see, we were waiting for J Meister. J Meister was 75,000. So Mr. T-Bone 78, Grub 60,420, Farmer Donkey. Sorry, I keep calling you Farm Donkey, which I like that. I would like that name too. Farm Donkey's a good one. The Farmer Donkey 17.5, Watchdog 81,420, Thumper 74,000, Brian 79,200, and then J Meister 75,000. And the button is here. Where's it on this side? All right, I lost it. Right where the truck is parked. Oh, it is right where the truck is parked. It's like right here. All right, so here we go. Let's see what we get. 87,928. 87,928. Looks like a Watchdog again. Right, with the 81,420. 87,928. So, old Watchdog. He knows the wood. Old Watchdoggy dog. Right, I'm pretty sure. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy mathins there. Watchdog in the lead. Not surprised. We're gonna get one more load going here too. We're gonna see if we can't somebody else can't guess the load instead of Watchdog for a change. I'm number one. Yeah, it is rigged, right, Grub? I agree, buddy. I agree. Well, Watchdog he's seen a load. He's seen a load or two in his day, that's all. Back in his day, he had to get a load going uphill both ways, right? In 10 feet of snow. How many poles Watchdog sized up in his day? He got a lot of practice. Let's see how much. I don't think there's enough for another truckload on the ground, but we could easily cut some more trees down. But did you guys see the trailer? Getting the logs loaded and taken in and driven to the mill and all that stuff. It went so smoothly, I didn't even know. I forgot all about looking for the trailer. Did you guys notice anything weird with the trailer or the logs doing any kind of funky stuff? Because I didn't see anything, chat. I don't know what these kids are talking about. This shit runs smooth. Be back, you gotta drive around. Be safe on your golf cart. But the trailer, like, I've seen like logs bouncing and doing different stupid stuff before on servers, but never like on single player. So maybe map specific, you know, it wasn't a bunch of base game trees I just loaded up. It was Mr. T-Bone's trees we just loaded up, so it's a little bit different than just whatever map, you know. It really does matter a lot on being the right map. Anything? Not. Oh yeah, you didn't see anything? Yeah. I wasn't looking too hard, but if it was something funky, I would have noticed. I said it was so smooth, I didn't think twice about it. I was enjoying how vibrant your map was on the drive-in. That's the only thing I noticed. All right, what do we got back here still? Actually, more. There's actually more back here than I thought there was. We must have done some processing. That's funny. Go get our wood, chat. Let's go get our wood. The biggest errors I find are between the keyboard and the chair. Psh, all that checks out 100%. It's all operator error every time. What is that? The ID 10? What is it? Isn't that how it is? ID 10 report? But it's like I was somebody was talking today about maybe it was a couple days ago even, where, or maybe I saw it in comments on some AI stuff, but people were talking about how AI shows people's IQ and people like believe AI stuff is real. But like other people are just like, nah, you can just tell it's not real. Even if it's really good looking, there's always a little something something. Some AI is super good, but I feel if it's like too good to be true, it's probably not real. All right, so this load has a birch in here. See how these birch act with this stuff, because that's a base game tree there. ID 10T, there it is. Yeah. I was missing the T at the end, like an idiot. Yeah, ID 10T form, yeah. I was like thinking about it, I was like, I'm sure I wasn't spelling that right. I'll move that out of the way a little bit. Why I like these bunks too, you can adjust them. I usually like spread the middle, so because like I usually come in with the grab right there. But when you're, I guess when you're, oh, it's only like the best when you're offloading, right? I usually will have them like a little bit, because if you go too much, they'll try. You only leave like, it's like not a lot holding all that in. So if you have them like here, you like swing through right here easy without worried about hitting so much. Because if not, that like the opening on those two stakes here is pretty tight. I usually just like to swing in like this, get them in there and drop them. I usually drop them too, because if you don't drop them when this grapple opens, like when it opens, it'll try to see how it's pushing the other ones out to open. So I'll usually just kind of get them like this, and I'll just drop them so the grapple can open all the way. Did they actually fill one out? Dealing with lots of idiots, I see, huh? Luckily, I don't have to deal with too many. There's a few that I work with, but there's I got a pretty good group of guys I work with. They're all pretty funny too. Like two of my main guys I work with are Russians. So man, they do some funny stuff. They've been here like since they were pretty young. But they're American citizens, but they're full on Russian still. It's so funny. But those are my buddies I go camping, fishing with. But they're funny. You know, you can, if you work with somebody all the time, you can turn around and go spend like a weekend hanging out with them, camping and fishing. You know, they're pretty good. And then my other main guy is my right hand man. I've been working side by side with him for almost 12 years. Got my buddy Brian. He only has another year or two in him. He's retiring, which is kind of shitty. But yeah, he's been in the industry for a long time. It's funny that he's been doing it since I was pretty young. But I'm like his boss, or his lead anyways. Like age isn't nothing in the industry if you have the experience and like the drive to lead a crew, you know. And I've been doing it for almost my entire life. I have the knowledge and skills like the old timers do. So got taught by all the old guys and learned all the new tricks in between. So, but yeah, I'm gonna miss when Brian's gone. He's also deaf. So I learned like about 11 years ago. I don't know. A lot of you guys don't know that. Thumper, I don't even know if you know that, but I know how to. I know sign like ASL. So I know how to sign. A lot of people don't know that. I don't talk about it that much, but if it's like he could talk pretty well, but he's all the way deaf. But he didn't learn how to do sign language till college, which is freaking mind-boggling to me. The old Catholic school, they thought nothing was wrong with him growing up, so nobody even taught him how to sign until way later. But he is 65, so a little bit different back in the day. But yeah, so I can, you know, if someone's deaf, I can communicate to a deaf person. Like, I'm not a pro or nothing, but I can communicate. I got over a decade experience signing, so, which is kind of cool. I could have my headphones on. He's the only person I could talk to with my music blaring in my ears. We could have a mask on, everything going across the shop, and I could talk to him from across the shop. No, I can't communicate to anybody else that well. The sign language is so freaking cool in that way. A couple of the guys in the shop have been trying to teach, and then our other buddy on the CNC programmer guy, also named Brian. His buddy growing up back when they were like 13 or 14 was deaf, so he learned how a little bit of sign language too. So he practices a little bit as well. Do you sign about it more? Not sure what you mean. Oh, are you out of here, Mr. T-Bone? Oh, yeah, okay. You have to get up at 4:30 in the morning. You'll be watching on your TV. Thanks for doing this stream on your map. Oh, of course, man. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Again, like there's a link in the description below. Check out Shanty Boy's map creation team. You'll find a bunch of awesome map creators, mod creators over there. But you'll find Mr. T-Bone over there and all his wonderful maps along with this one. This is Between the Mountains. But definitely give them a follow and give all their stuff good reviews over there. They put a lot of work in for all of us gamers, you know. Yeah, I appreciate you hanging out, Mr. T-Bone. And I'll send you that logo later too. I got a good copy of it. But no rush on any of that. I know you got lots going on already. Yeah, they put a lot of work in getting us stuff to play on, you know, and they always consider us, you know, while they're making their maps and stuff. That in-game tree is kind of moving around quite a bit for it being strapped up there. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'll sign about it, yeah. Well, it's like, you know, in the game, I don't sign while I'm streaming or playing the game. I don't even really think about it anymore. It's just like when he talks to me, I just talk back to him. It's like, you know, it's a cool form of communication. Like if somebody had like binoculars from far away, right? You can sign back and forth. You can communicate long range without any kind of signal or anything, just off, well, hand signals, but no form of like digital communication, you know what I mean? All right, so let's just bring this back up. Oh, ran right past it. Where'd it go? Like having that running and, you know, having your run turned up sometimes just like, sometimes a little bit too much. I also don't have to hold the trigger down full blast either, but here we are. Yeah, there might be enough on the ground to get a whole truckload again, which would be sweet. I at least want to get 2 truckloads tonight. Oh. Look, they sit down in a trailer nice. Was that other map, that Palantinine map that I was on? Again, that map's beautiful. I do like that map a lot. Really nice forestry map. But the trees don't settle down all the way. If I only loaded certain trees on there, like the lodge poles and stuff like that, then it'd be better, but they don't settle down as good. I'm gonna have to fix those. Like all these blue spruces, those are nice. Like if he switches the trees out to blue spruce on this blue pine or brown pine ridge map, I'll have to go back and look at that map again because I don't remember that map being the same layout as blue spruce ridge from 22. But maybe it is, because I do remember a new, like, when you go up on top of the very high point of that map, and maybe I do remember checking that out, because it's like that suspension cable you have to drive across to get up there. I do want to go check out Skull Crush Mountain again too, which is pretty cool. Big old skull way up in the mountains, kind of tight spot. I think one of those, that might have even been that map. I swear there was one more map that he did where I wanted to start like kind of survival, finding like an old mining camp or old logging camp and working off old equipment, like old busted equipment. I've tried to record that a long time ago, but that was before I had any experience recording, and like I at least have some decent records on there now. Some Waseca County server, some stuff on there. If you guys never seen my recorded stuff, it's pretty cool. I also have a pretty cool logging time lapse on there, which I thought about doing more time lapse records of logging. It's pretty cool watching the operating like fast forwarded. Kind of like how FDR does. He does the same type of thing. His stuff's even more cool because he uses 2 PCs to record some of the stuff he does. So he gets like that outside cab view, but he's actually operating in the cab, but using the other PC to record from the other view, which is absolutely awesome looking. But you have to have like 2 PCs, 2 accounts, you know, all the stuff times 2 to be able to pull that off. Which that's how he does any of the overhead shots and still like operating really good, because it's tough. Some people are like, how do you operate in cab like that? I have a terrible time operating outside the cab. Like I could do it, like let's see right now if I try to do this outside the cab. Like I can, just off like muscle memory of like what the grab's doing, you know, but just lining it up, I even like over here, I'm trying to grab here, but like my depth perception should be here. So it's like I don't have like the, maybe if I was behind the cab, like maybe here I'd have better depth perception, but trying to do it from this view is like really tricky. Like, even if you have lots of practice and just kind of muscle memory of doing it, but if you're in this view doing your thing, you know, it's like even hard to line up. But if I'm in here, I'm just like, oh, well, that has to come down here like this, and we just drop these in like that, you know? Like everything's lined up because you're in the cab, where if it's the other way around, it's just like, ooh. Like I could do a little bit of it, like bunching sometimes I'll do that, or processing I'll do it sometimes, but if you have 2, I know for a fact he uses 2 PCs, I've even talked to him about it. Yeah, he said dual PC, dual accounts. You have to be in cab. Oh, dude, it's like I don't even think like when you're moving forward, you're pushing forward. When you're pulling back towards you. When you're moving over, you're just like, you don't think about it. You just make the thing move, you know. But if you're like, oh, I'm gonna be over here and I'm gonna make the thing go backwards, like if you have the muscle memory, you can. But it's like if you're trying to reach out and grab something in like a backwards view, like it looks cool if you're watching it, but it's like, oh man, I don't have my depth perception on anything. It's just like makes me feel like I can't even move the thing around. Are you learning to read lips when you start losing your hearing? Oh heck yeah, that's awesome, because my buddy Brian, I was just talking about, when he was like 3 years old, he got meningitis, and that's why he ended up losing his hearing. But like I said, he didn't learn how to do sign language until he was in college. So he had to go through all the different schools. Like growing up in Catholic school, he used to get smacked with a big like ruler by the nuns they come up and just whack him because he wasn't listening, because they just thought he was like, they don't believe it's a natural thing. Like, I think you're just like, it's got the devil inside you. They don't really think that, hey, he's deaf, he needs help. So like once he was in college, he went to like a bunch of different deaf programs and stuff like that, and learn how to sign and all that. But in college, like, there's a lot of stuff you have to do in life before you get to college, so like I can't believe all the stuff that like he did leading up to that and communicating. So he reads lips very well, where some people don't even think he's deaf because he can read lips so well. But if you have like a mustache, he said growing up, like in high school, his math teacher or science teacher was had a big full-on mustache and kind of beard, so it's pretty much like he couldn't understand a word he was saying. Dr. Fafo Gaming, is that what it is now? Is that the new name? What's up, Fafo? I was thinking that's Fafo After Dark, the only Fafo OnlyFans going right there. Is that what it is? Dr. Fafo Gaming? If that's the new name, that works. The song was interesting. I thought you guys were gonna stream tonight. Did you guys not stream, Doc? I've been talking to the boys too about vlogging on Saturday. Yes, sir. Still need to finish the change, but yeah. Oh, is that not what it's going to be, or are you talking about the sex change? Oh, I see. Like you changed your whole look of the channel, or what? From a man to a woman. Hey, yeah, all the gamer dudes love a good gamer girl, right? Right, Thumper? Thumper's a good girl. I used those trees, Doc. I did a whole load. They seem pretty good. And there was reports, I guess, too, of like FDR's truck and stuff, like trees jumping around and wheels jumping or tires bouncing or something. I don't know what them kids were talking about, but I just cut a bunch of trees, deleted them, cut a bunch more, processed them. Oh, that wasn't a good grab. But all these are all like Mystery T-Bones trees, except for a few of them. They're like spruce, and there was that other map a while back that we were on. That was that Brown Pine Ridge map that we played a while ago. That was also Mr. T-Bones map. I'm sure you might have remembered that one. Had all these pines on it like this, like these trees, but we didn't like the trees that much. He's talking about if it doesn't pass console. These are the blue spruce right here. These ones, nice and straight. He's talking about swapping all those trees out to the blue spruce for that one, which is originally Blue Spruce Ridge. Oh, good. You're doing tomorrow night. Okay, that's good. You guys set up tonight. That's good. Because I won't be streaming tomorrow night. I'm taking tomorrow night off, so I'll be around for the rest of you guys streaming. Thumper's streaming tomorrow. You guys are streaming tomorrow. I'll be around tomorrow watching streams and probably setting something up for the next day. Not sure what I want to do yet for the next one. I do want to do some more farming pretty soon. We have our cow farm that we started, our first generation Dairyman series, which I did rename that. I made up a name for the cow farm, the dairy farm. And it's called Fat Cow Farms. I have like a logo made and all that stuff for it already. So that's going to be our Fat Cow Farms organic dairy farm. It's a loud song too. Switch that too. We need some rock, I think, don't we? It's better. You'll be streaming like, well, what time you guys streaming, Doc? You guys streaming at 9 your time, or what time are you guys going? Because I know you're early and he's in Australia, so I know your normal time was really close to my same time, which would work out good because Thumper's stream, she'll be streaming about 7 your time, about ish, right in there, something. Really close to 7 Eastern, about, I think, right? 6 Central, yeah, so 7 Eastern. So if you guys are starting at 9 Eastern, which I know that was pretty common time for you before. Which works out because everybody here could be over there tomorrow, right? If you guys aren't following Fafo, definitely give Fafo a follow. But also, again, that's my, just up there, the link in the chat there is the link to my Twitch. So if you guys aren't following me on Twitch, I'd appreciate that. Still getting that going. Lots of fun stuff. I have a lot of my other stuff over there, so if you guys like other stuff besides just log in, then definitely check out Twitch. We're whooping that ass in the challenge again. Defending champ, and I'm also doing pretty well in this new one, so I think I do okay at the challenges. I think I do all right. Pretty good for a logger, right, Doc? And it'd be funny if I win twice in a row with trees. Because they're all like, oh, trees aren't the best, and all of a sudden everybody's doing trees. Thank you, Thumper. Also, make sure you guys follow Thumper over on Twitch as well, because she'll be streaming tomorrow. There's Fafo's. Pin that. There you are. I'll definitely follow Fafo. He does a lot of oh, 7? Oh, okay. So you guys will be starting at the same time. I'll have to bounce back and forth. But you guys would be on YouTube, right? Not on Twitch, so I'll have to have the YouTube and the Twitch up at the same time. See, that's about a full load there. What was that? There's a couple more over there. What kind of frames are we getting here? Pretty good. Seems a little laggy, but not bad. All right, should be enough to get this truck full again. You're gonna start multi-streaming. Twitch is next on your chopping block? Hell yeah. Poop, you wanted to watch as well? She's gonna have you tabbed at least? Hell yeah. Yeah, Thumper's a good girl. She loves helping out everybody, supporting everybody. But it's all, you know, we're all friends that are content creators. It's like hard to always, we only have so many hours in the day, and a lot of us work during that time or sleep during that time. But it's like there's only such amount of time to do the thing during the day, so it's like hard to be there for everybody all the time, you know. Like this fuse up just a bit. Let's do 80. Whoa, that's a trip. Was that a button I hit? Oh, did I fix this too?
Couple of these. Couple of these.
Yeah.
Spin around 3 times. Step on your left foot. Don't forget it. Then, pelvic thrust.
Oh, you missed it.
That should sound better.
Oh, no! Hooray! 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 Hooray!
Or this one.
Gotcha, bitch!
I'm sure Thumper's favorite is when I start doing this voice right here. This is the one. This is the one that Thumper likes. Oh yeah. Was that Peanut? No, that was me. That was me.
Hooray! Hooray!
Yeah, it's Burnt Peanut.
Gotcha, bitch! Sheesh.
Once you get your channels sorted out, you're gonna start your 2 streams a day again. Hell yeah. Fucking Peanut. Oh man, I was watching him a little bit before I started streaming. He was actually kind of getting his ass whipped, but he's a cold piece of work in that game, I tell you. That's how you'll be too, Doc, if you start playing Arc Raiders. You'll be good too. Like, just, man, you guys are crushing on Tarkov. That's kind of an ugly grab. Well, if I get an ugly grab like this, what I'll do is I'll line up the ones that are like on the inside there, and then I'll kick the other ones in from the end, because I can reach out maybe, and I'm sitting kind of close to this, but I can reach out back here and push those in. More room on the backside. Yeah, Peanut's hella funny. On that voice mod thing I have is there's a bunch of Peanut stuff on there. Do I have any more? Oh yeah, that's a funny one too. I had to have that one. Oh, that's what I hit. With no hands, got me in this club making. But yeah, if I'm ever waiting on anybody, you know. That's why I had to have that one. I'm gonna add a bunch more. That's just some of the ones I put in there. Still kind of messing with it. Just like if I ever want to do like this voice right here, and I could sound like a chipmunk, you know. That's always pretty funny too, right? Starting to talk like this. That's a good one. But I know Thumper appreciates that deep voice way more than that high pitched voice. But if we're hanging out with Obol and Matsy, we could do this one to hang out with them. It's a lot funnier, right? Oh, it didn't work at all. It's funny you're thinking it did though. Oh, why didn't that work? It didn't work at all? Huh. That's not working then. That's interesting. Okay. Well, that is funny. You played Ark for a bit, but they're wanting it to be PvP/PvE. Like, people screaming didn't shoot, but you be nice, and then let them buy, and then they drop behind your back. Oh yeah. Need that Jeopardy one when I get out of the buncher. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Well, at least those worked. I switched some stuff around. I thought I did some testing and the voice thing was working. Let's see if I do that. Oh, you could hear me twice, right? It's like an echo for that. But what if I do this? I can hear that. But I think that echoes too, right? If I have it like that, because I have a button there where I can hear myself. But I think that would echo. I usually would have that off. That's just for like testing the sounds, but I thought I had it sorted. But that's the sound. Unless that didn't echo when I did that. What's up, device? You should be in here loading this truck for me, Devik. we hear you and the voice changed. Yeah, it's like I wish I gotta figure out how to have one. I thought I figured it out with having it go without doing all that. Forget my dogs out.
Gotcha, bitch.
That's funny. All right, if it fits the ships, that one don't want to go. Oh, that one don't want to go. Pretty full. I need to get one of those off-road trailers on here, right, Doc, to get a real load down to the mill. That's on here. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna set up a save game. Set up a little map or whatever, probably just on Fox Creek for us. And just like the newest FDR stuff and all the mods from our last server that we had. My hair's getting too long. Look at this hair. I need a haircut. I usually have like a fade, and my hair is like 3 months too long. Yes, I have lots of hair. Oh, if it fits ships. But yeah, besides like this one little tree that's like the gray ones and these like birch, all these trees are all, oh, that one's not gonna stay. That's right, we'll knock that one off and we'll go run this to the mill. But all good trees, Doc. Like, look at these trees. Like, these ones are those in-game ones. You've seen these. We don't like those. They like to disappear quite a bit. This is the one tree that has a lot of collision on it that is going to get... He said his new map's not going to have those trees, but these trees are really nice. The color of them is really nice. These spruce right here is super tall. Really nice tree here as well. These blue spruces right... Oh, these trees are cool too right here. They process up real nice, really nice look. The color of them's really nice. The blue spruce looks really nice. You know, these birch, same old birch, base game. All these other trees in here, besides the birch and these, are all Mr. T-Bone's trees that he made. But they look really cool when they're stacked up on the truck. Like the color of these ones right here. I like the color of those ones a lot, but the different colors, like they stack up, but not strapped or nothing. Everything's sitting pretty tight. Some of the collisions on some of those, like on some of them, need to get tightened up a little bit. But the ones that are really tight on the where the collisions are and stuff, they sit really good. Dug your stuff out today. Probably gonna do some cutting tomorrow. Hell yeah. You never actually seen my hair? Oh, I take my hat off every once in a while. I like during the day, if like my hair is short, I won't wear a hat like at work. But when my hair is long, I wear like a beanie so I can just keep my hair out of my face because it's just too long. I need to get my hair cut so bad. I usually go get my hair cut like once a month, and I get a fade, like pretty short all the way up. I go to this one person. If I go somewhere else, they fuck my hair up. But if I go to this one spot, which I've been going to for most of my life, been going to the same spot. The guy who cuts my hair now is the son of the guy who used to cut my hair, and they cut so good there. They do such a good job. But about 3 months past due. But yeah, hair is one of them things that I grow very easily. I got a full head of hair. Got hairy body, hairy on my face. I got lots of hair. Something I'm never short of. You can't wait to see. Nice. Where was that turn? That turn was right here, right? Oh yeah. 57 watching. I imagine you guys probably want to start getting your guesses in. Gotta guess this load. Closest one without going over wins. Watchdog got that last one with whatever it was. Whatever he said. So get your guesses in. Yeah, right. No dandruff here, buddy. My hair is really fine. I have a lot of hair, but it's really thin. But I got a soft hair. Soft, smooth. No dandruff here. 81,000. That's a good guess. Doc always likes giving me shit though every time. Oh, should I unload this one? Remember we were gonna test that, right? I was gonna look at these bunks too, Doc. Look at this. This is the sawmill. But look at these bunks. I think I want to park this right here and get a loader over here and unload this real quick. So hold on to your guesses, chat. We're gonna give this one an offload. Unstrap. Look at this thing. It's all rusted metal. I haven't seen this one yet. Same height on both sides. About the same space as like the bunks. You know? You know? Crusty, musty old... You must be talking about yourself, buddy. All right, we don't have a tiger cat on here yet, so we'll get the tiger cat for Doc for down here. Oh, that's the cat. That's an awesome one too. This one. We'll do tiger cat down here at the mill. But I wanted to see how the trees stack up in his log rack. I was talking about that earlier. But even like right in front, right here is a really good, pretty good box. So you don't have to load them to sell them. You can just pull up next to here. This thing ends up being like right under the cab. Like if this little trigger box to activate it was like over here on the side, it'd probably be better. But you can, if you're in the right spot, you can get close enough to hit that. But you're like pretty much right under the driver's seat on that. Yeah, it's a sell point, yep. Oh. It better be 81,000 on the dot then, huh, Thumper? Yeah, classic Price is Right strategy. Well, that's what, didn't Doc do that last night? Fafo did that last night to Watchdog, right? Got him by one, and he won by one. I'm pretty sure that's what happened last night. So let's get this unloaded. Should be pretty quick. I just wanted to test out his log rack here, because if it all stacks in there nice, it's a really cool design. But yeah, the mill is cool looking. Some old machines around, some piles of wood around. It would definitely look good over here with the OTG. Well, it'd be Oregon Trees Lumber Company. Is actually what my logo says. I don't know if anybody even notices that ever. But it does say Oregon Trees Gaming, but it says Oregon Lumber Company is actually what my logo says. But I had that on the billboard on 22 that Mr. T-Bone made me. And it lit up. It's like both sides, pretty big billboard, and it's all lights up at night. It's really cool to have at a sawmill. Yep, those go in there pretty nice. It's that cha-ching, cha-ching. Or it's like this, right?
Couple of these. Couple of these. Spin around 3 times. Step on your left foot. Don't forget it.
Almost tipped over the freaking machine.
Then, have a thrust.
Oh, you missed it.
I was watching another one that he did when he had the Hutch character going. That shit is so funny. He has like the baseball glove on and shit. You know, I know he's like has a crew of people, or not a crew, but he has people that help make stuff now for him. He like started off by making all of his own stuff, you know. But man, some of the new stuff that they're coming up with is freaking awesome. Lots of peanut stuff. Oh, FS25 won one of them. Didn't you win one of them last night? Because I think that was another one. Weren't you already on there? Oh, you're right. That was the one that he stole from you. One of those somebody won by $1 last night. Or maybe it would have been that one, right? But he actually won it. Is that what happened? So if it wasn't for FS, was it FS25 to life was his name? If it wasn't for him, right, you would have got Watchdog by 1. Is that what it was? You could put a really good amount of logs on here. So if you like bring over like that your off-road trailer dock, with this rack, it would fill up. You could fill up this whole thing with that, right? Because a lot of times when you offload a full bunk, it's like hard to get all the wood in there, right? Or these ones are nice. And they're full on both sides. It doesn't have that low front. Yeah, that's what it was. Thumper. I'm sure you meant to say thumper. Your P is upside down. Not the first time that's happened to you, huh, Doc? Not the first time your P's been upside down. But these rusted racks are freaking awesome. I just wanted to throw a load in here and test them out and see how they, you know, held the wood. I wasn't sure how full they'd get either. I noticed that it was more capacity than the trailer, which is awesome. You want to try double off-roads? Yeah, there you go. My bad. It's all good. I knew what you meant. That'd be like what, 300 grand? Double offloader? Because and the regular offload's like already a double load, right? So you're like $300,000 worth of wood coming in on one pull. I get some bills paid. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. They stack in here really good. I like when a sell point works out good. If it works out good for offloading, even Fox Creek, throwing them down that log ramp down there last night, that was fun on FDR's map. But if you could pull up and sell out of the truck, perfect. You could offload without any issues, plenty of room, perfect. I would say that trigger's kind of in a weird spot, but that's about it. Gonna get nitpicking at that point, right? Especially if you won't even never have that issue if you're doing this, because the trigger's like right here. 4 loads, 1 trip. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so if we're getting like 75 for this one, right? Times 4S 300. Math is mathing. Then we gotta do that 5 times, right, to get 20 loads. That'd be 1.5 mil, right? Math is mathing. No worries, you've been called worse. It's funny. Nobody better be calling you worse. Alright, I don't even know why I'm moving this. It was in a fine spot where it was. Let's go. Let's check out where he has this these logs. Look at this logs. They're sitting in there really good. They're moving around a little bit, but sometimes when you get close to the wood, it gets excited and starts moving around a lot. But good colors. Like, look at these colors you put on some of these. Oh, that's the blue spruce. The blue spruce is always a nice color because it's like blue-green, nice wood. And then like these ones here too. Those are nice color too. I really like the way those look. Look at a little variation in the wood, you know. And if you sort, you can sort them out easy because everything is like a different color. It shows. But yeah, we're gonna sell this. Let me see what those load guesses were real quick again. Alright, so the Thumper was the first one. Okay, so Thumper 81, yeah. Farmer Donkey with 81,001, yeah, $81,001. Brian 83,700. Is that all? Doc, do you get a guess in there? I don't. Yeah, it has to be just under 83 as well. I see what you're saying there because of Brian's. Yeah, I don't know if I don't see a load guess from Doc so far. I only see the 4, but I could hit it. More chances for the people. Others unknown device was 78,421. Oh yeah, Timbo, what's up, buddy? Sorry, I missed you a little bit there in chat last night. I went back and saw that. I was like, oh, Timbo was chatting. I said hi to you eventually, but there was a time where you first came in and I totally missed you, bud. I'm sorry. But hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you got that PC going. Timbo wants to get a PC and farm sim to help distract from reality. That's what I use it for. There you go, 82,999. That's a good guess. All right, so I'm gonna hit it. We got some good guesses. Got a couple more in there, a few more in there. We'll go ahead and hit it right here. Tommy, what's up, Tommy? You're supposed to be sleeping, Tommy. Hey, 80. Watch him come in and win real quick. 84,242. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. 83,106. 83,106. 83,106. Man, I might be Doc. Is anybody else? 83,106. 83,106. It looks like Doc with the 82,999. But yeah. Yeah, Watchdog, you were like so close. You were just over. Yeah, Doc, yeah. It's definitely rigged. That makes up for last night there, Doc. You have Fafo in the list here. So far, we got Rabid Rob with 1, Grub has 1, Device with 1, Thumper has 1, Watchdog has 2, FS25 to Life with 1, and Fafo with 1. Missed it, dog. But that is gonna be that tonight. I really appreciate you guys all being here. There's 57 people here still watching. I appreciate that. I probably won't be on tomorrow, so definitely check out Fafo Login. They're going to be over there doing some snow runner, him and Boganery on the YouTube, and then also at the same time, the Thumper will be over there either doing some farm simming with All Girls Farm, the All Ladies Farm called the Only Udders Farm, or the Only Udders server, more or less. So that'll be over on Twitch, so make sure you guys follow Thumper over there. And that'll be going about the same time, like, hey, keep going. I've been going. Almost 3 hours. I gotta work in the morning. Trying to keep it about the same, even schedule there, you know. Definitely check them out tomorrow. So Thumper on Twitch, Doc on the YouTube, and that's gonna be, what do you guys say? 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, something like that, right in there. But keep an eye out for both their channels. They'll be over there tomorrow. You guys will see me over there tomorrow. And we got some more stuff coming soon, so definitely keep an eye out. But I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one.